Oh, alright. Two-way tunnel traffic. Hey. Hey everyone.
Hello.
Well, how are you doing? Today we are in Schellsburg.
Right outside of Bedford.
Yeah. And we are actually in an old cemetery. And right behind us is an old log building of some sorts. I don't know if you can get that, but it's built in 1806. And so we are going to take you along with us. And I mean, there's some really interesting gravestones here too. So we'll show you the highlights and show you some of the older stones that we find.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay, so it is an old church. There you can see like a little log house, but like there's the pews and the front door and some steps. And we'll see if we can get to the other side. And there's an American flag in there. But yeah, up there is where I was trying to show you earlier. So let's kind of go around the side here. See if we can see any more. I mean, here there's some steps there. Some more pews. Go down this way. I really like this. Oh, there you go. There's a pew. You can see in there. Where in the world did the steps lead?
Up top, there's a little sitting area up top.
Is there?
Yeah, you can sit up top there.
Oh.
It's like a balcony.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, let's come around and see the front door anyway. Oh, there we go. Oh, closed for the season. Well, and then I guess up there is where the... It's cute. It's got these little stone steps and little... Oh, there's a little sitting area over here. And it describes about the old log church. The land was donated by John Schell, the founder of Schellsburg. It's the oldest church structure in Bedford County. Two congregations, the German Reformed and Lutherans, shared this church until they moved. Wow. That's pretty cool. I'll zoom in, and if you want to pause it and read the rest, you can. But there's some pictures too. And then over here, there's some benches that you can sit on. This is in loving memory of Elsie Blattenberger Slack. She passed away in 2011. And this one is in loving memory of Lois Cuppet Seal, and she passed away in 2012. I like the benches though. Pretty cool. Alright, so right there's technically the front of the church, but it's at the back, it's facing the back of the lot. So from there, if you come this way, these are where all the older stones are. And you can see it just row after row after row of them. So I'm going to go down the middle here, I think. And we'll see if we can decipher any of these. All I can see on this one is Herbert. Otto. Herbert Otto. O-T-T-O. Okay. I thought it said died at first. It says Otto. Harbit. Okay. This is Anna Maria. Huh. Jesse Hammer. Aww. Age 2 years, 4 months, and 12 days. And their tombstone's cracked. A lot of these you can see them.
These are all young.
Aww. In memory of Jackson Hammer? 2 years, 29 days. Yeah. A lot of kids back here. Oh, that one was only like 4 months old. 4 months and 6 days. Maybe this is where like the kids...
I was gonna say, this looks like all mainly kids. Now that one's not. But a lot of these look like they're young. Like this one here is just a year old, looks like.
Wow. But yeah, you look back and you can see...
Some are like 30s and their 20s.
That's still young. Some of them have like, kind of hard to see, but there's like moss growing on the back of them. There's more over here that are just... This one you can barely... It's so dark you can barely see it. Now, this is interesting. Again. Is it SAR 1775? Huh. Tobias Hammer. I don't know. Well, I've seen them already broken off, but I've never seen a cracked one before. At least, I mean, not with my own eyes. I mean, probably on TV or something in a movie, but yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of really, really, really old tombstones in this section. Hey, well, David pointed out something interesting. There's quite a few in here that say sacred to the memory of at the top of the tombstones. So, you know, that could mean something, or it could just be how they worded things back then. But it's kind of interesting. There's quite a bit of them that have that specific phrase written at the top of their tombstone. So over here is a whole family. 2-year-old. We don't know about that one. And a 3-year-old. Aww. David and I are thinking it might be some kind of sickness or plague or something, because thinking about the 1800s, there was a lot of much scarier stuff back then. So, I guess to make it prominent, there's the Culp family. There's Chester. He served in the World War. And then C. Benson. And there's 2 different Idas. There's an Ida K and an Ida Jean. But yeah, they got this big, I guess to make it more prominent that, I don't know, maybe they were one of the wealthier families or something. This is definitely a family cemetery. Here's Colvin. And then there's one there. One there. And you come down here, you got Eliza Ann, Michael, Lorena, another Michael, aww, infant son, and then C. Maybe another little baby or something. There's A lot of family. I mean, you are buried, usually buried next to your spouse, but I mean, this is like the kids and everything. So these are interesting because they're flat, and there's 2 holes to put like flower pots, and there's one over there too. Just very unique. This one I thought was interesting. Never seen one with 2 open pillars before. Really hard to see the name. You can see. So this is yet another family, but what's interesting is the shape of the top of this one. This is the Williams family. I don't know, I just thought it was interesting. But this one's got like, I don't know, it looks like a garden ball or something on top of it. That's Lucan. Oh, but wait, there's more. This one is neat because it looks like it's straight up chiseled right out of the rock. The design on it. So this one is Daniel Horn, and he fought the fight, the victory won, and entered into rest. That's what it says. Huh. Oops. Oh, wrong way. But look at all these. These kind of go downhill. There's some underneath a tree over there. There's a lot. I am not counting how many gravestones are in here. I'm just saying. So, right when you first drive up, there's a small little cannon here. And I don't know, just kind of thought it was interesting. See, what does it say over here? I have no idea. I think it's in a different language. I was trying to read that, but it didn't work out so well. Iowa silver, away! There's not too much in there. There's some stuff. Not a whole lot. Well, there's the house and everything, and it still comes over here, the church. But you go across the road, and there's just... this is way bigger than we thought. So we're gonna go check out some of the ones on this side. Well, this is probably the newest one. Look at just the detail. This is the McCregor, and looks like Keith Scott. Carol Colvin was the year before that. Well, you want to talk about extravagant. This is Dr. Thomas Sheldon Taylor, MD. Look at the detail. And then down here, he died in 1934, but look how awesome this, like, it's in really good shape. Mary Elizabeth Taylor died in 1970. Thomas Sheldon Taylor II fought in World War II and the Korean War. USN Sonarman First Class veteran. That was 2015. And then Helen Dorcas Taylor was 2018. Born and raised in East Liberty, PA. Wow. University of Pittsburgh. The seals on these tombstones are what makes them really interesting. So this family, the last name caught my attention. Nicodemus. He was the guy in the Bible who he was a Pharisee, tried to give Jesus a chance to explain his side, basically. And, when no one else wanted to listen to it. But so the name kind of stuck out. But what's interesting is, I guess, all his family, it kind of goes around in a circle, which that doesn't really sit very comfortably with me. 'Cause I think a lot of like witchcraft stuff is like done in the center of circles, but this might not. I'm not saying this has to do with that, but it's just kind of odd. I don't know. Well, there you have it.
Yeah, very interesting here.
Very old cemetery with very interesting tombstones. There are, like we showed, some more recent deaths, but most of them, they kind of died together as families.
Yeah, they were buried together as families.
Well, yeah, but I mean, some of them were only within a year or two of each other. So,
well, I mean, back then in the 1800s, you don't know what.
Well, they didn't have the medicine that we have nowadays. They didn't have the technology and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, and if you got just minor sick, it could lead to death because just the virus or whatever it is, the bacteria spreading over your body. They didn't have the medicine to take care of it like they do today.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more people dying from sickness and stuff.
Oh, yeah. So that's probably what some of these... I mean, if we did our research, we could probably find, the cause of some of these.
Yeah.
But there you have it. That was pretty interesting. And the building is in great condition, So this is actually, if you ever head to the Flight 93 Memorial, this is about maybe 15-20 minutes from that.
Yeah, right off of 30.
Mm-hmm. And you just make a left on the Cemetery Road and you come back and you'll see it. But, but yeah, we would have never known about this, had we not looked it up in that little book.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. That's our video. So we'll see you in our next adventure.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.